Hey there, boys and girls. It's me, one of your top 13 favorite teachers here in third grade, Mr. Engel. And of course, behind me, as always, for moral support is Bertha. And I'm going to need Bertha today to support me because we're doing the wonderful world of word problems. Sometimes third graders complain about word problems. They don't like word problems, and they make this noise. But word problems are not something to be afraid of. They are amazing. All right, let's dive right into it. This first one says Carlos had $907 saved up. His grandparents gave him $130 for his birthday. How much money does Carlos have now? Well, Carlos, you and I have something in common. We both have birthdays in October. So happy birthday to you, and unfortunately, I don't get checks from my grandparents anymore. But that's beside the point. So let's really unpack what we're doing in this problem. When we're doing a word problem, we really want to understand and think about what is going on in the problem. All right, so right here, Carlos, he's already got $907. Good for you, Carlos. We're so happy for you. His grandparents gave him $130 more for his birthday. How much money does he have? So right now, before we do anything, I want you to pause the video, and I want you to go down below this video and answer the first question on your own, knowing that we're going to do this together after you unpause. So take a moment to do that now. All right, now seriously, pause and try to figure out the answer. Well, the operation I chose was adding because he had money, he got some more money, and the question asked, how much money does he have now? So I added 907 plus 130. And if you did the same thing, I crossed my sevens. 9 plus 1 is 0. I like doing a plus 1 up top. I got letter B for that one. All right, check your answer again. We add these two numbers because he had some money, he got some more money, and the question asks, how much money does he have now? Well, he's got $1,037. Okay, let's take a look at another one. The last one is only one step that we had to do. We had to add two numbers. Check out this one. The bakers at Bertha's Bakery baked 4,000 loaves of bread on Monday. They sold 1,939 loaves in the morning and 1,390 loaves in the afternoon. How many loaves of bread did they have left? Again, I want to bring your eyes to important information. They made 4,000 loaves that day. That's a lot of bread. They sold off 1,939 loaves in the morning and 1,390 loaves in the afternoon. So they got rid of those loaves. How many loaves of bread did they have left? So just like we did last time, please pause the video and answer the question below, which is this question, to the best of your ability, knowing that we're going to go over it in just one moment after you unpause it. Thank you so much for trying that on your own and coming back to the video after trying to answer the question. All right, so they've already baked 4,000 loaves. They sold this many and they sold this many. So we want to know how many loaves of bread they have left. So the number has to be below 4,000. The number has to be getting smaller because they're getting rid of loaves of bread and they're getting rid of loaves of bread. All right. So what I would do first is I would figure out how many loaves of bread they got rid of. Well, they got rid of 1,939 and they got rid of 1,390. So to figure out how many loaves of bread they got rid of, I am going to, you guessed it, add 1,939 plus 1,390. And if I'm adding these numbers up, 9 plus 0 is 9. I know you know that. 3 plus 9 is 12, and I'll put a little 1 up top here. 1 plus 9 is 10. That's easy. Plus 3 is even easier, is 13. Plus I got that little 1 up top, you can see. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. All right? And a lot of third graders might stop and say, is this my final answer? It's not on here. I figured it out. I did the work right. But the question doesn't ask how many loaves of bread they sold, this number. The question asks how many loaves do they have left? Well, if they start with 4,000, and they got rid of 3,329, well, now we need to figure out how many they have left. All right, 4 digits, 4 digits. We're going to have to do some borrowing here. Love it. 0 minus 9 I can't do. Some of my students in Mr. Engel's class say that, oh, 0 minus 9, that's easy, that's 9. No, 9 minus 0 is 9, but 0 minus 9 we can't do. We have to go next door and borrow from our neighbor. Well, when we're borrowing from 0, as you learned, you can box it up. And instead of borrowing from 0, I'm borrowing from 400. And if I borrow 1 from 400, I'm left with 399. Okay? Once again, I make the 0 a 10 because I need to borrow from my neighbor. But that's a 0 I can't borrow. That's a 0 I can't borrow. So I got to box it up and borrow from the 400. That only works when we're trying to borrow from a 0. And now, as I line it up, I can do this math easily. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 3 is 6. And 3 minus 3 is 0. I don't have to write a 0. And my answer is 671.
That was easy.
Well, it wasn't the easiest problem. We have to be thinking about what's going on in the problem to solve it. Okay, my friends, last one in this lesson. It's funny how long word problems take, but when you finish them, you feel amazing. It says that the chart shows the number of lunches sold at FCPS cafeterias in 3 days. On Monday, 852. On Tuesday, 473. And on Wednesday, 797. The question says, and the cafeteria needs to sell 2,500 lunches for the week. How many more lunches do they need to sell on Thursday and Friday combined to reach their goal? All right. All right, well, let's just talk about what's happening in the problem. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we know how many lunches were sold. Thursday, Friday, we don't know. We need to figure out how many lunches were sold on Thursday and Friday to meet our goal of 2,500, okay? So what I would do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to add up all the lunches that were already sold, and I would take it away from 2,500. Why don't you, students, pause this video, and you can check your answers with me in just a moment. All right, my friends, check your answers with me. So I'm adding Monday and I'm adding Tuesday. So I'm adding 852 plus 473. And I'm getting plus 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. I'm going to bring the 1 up top here. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 4 is 1,000. So Monday and Tuesday combined, they had 1,325 lunches. But I'm not done yet because I still know Wednesday. So I got to add Wednesday as well to get all the lunches done. And if your work looks like this, 7 plus 5 is 12. I add a 1 up top here. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 9 is also 12. And 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 7 is 11. Add a 1 up top here. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So all in all, we have sold 2,122, which is an answer here, but not the correct answer that I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I need to figure out how many lunches were sold Thursday and Friday combined to reach our goal of 2,500. All right, so let's clear the board. And I know that I need to figure out how many lunches were sold to reach our goal. So my goal is 2,500. And we've already sold, well, Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday we know is 2,122. Well, to figure that out, we need to subtract. 0 minus 2 is not 2. We need to make this a 10. We need to go next door and borrow from a 0. What do we do when we borrow from a 0? We box it with the next number. We borrow from 50 and get a 49. Hopefully you can read that. All right, now we can solve. Well, 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 1 is 3. And 2 minus 2 is 0. You can put a 0, but you don't have to. So my answer is 378, which is D. So please, please, please be figuring out what the best way is to solve your problem. If the numbers are getting bigger, you're going to have to add. If they're getting smaller, you're going to have to subtract and get the sums and differences. But just be on the lookout. If you have to add first, then subtract, or subtract first and then add, be on the lookout of what the question is asking. All right, my friends, that's it. Only 3 problems today for this lesson. They were long problems. They were tough problems. But together, we were able to figure them out. The pleasure was all mine. I hope you have a fantastic day.